Hello, welcome to Motorcycling with Carl. Today I'm going to be doing a handlebar adjustment on my 2019 Harley Davidson Iron1200 Sportster with the mini ape handlebars. So I hope you enjoyed some of my past videos. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications so you get to see all my install videos, all my reviews, my vlogs. I think you'll like the channel if you check it out. So let's get into this and let's adjust these handlebars. And what I found here, I'll go to this camera. I'll show you. We'll read the thing here. For adjusting your handlebars, see figure 2-158. Adjust to 11 degrees or end of grip to the ground is in the dimension. But on the next page, if we go to figure 2-158, the proper adjustment for those handlebars from Harley Davidson is supposed to be, you know, there's your fork line going straight up. It's supposed to be 11 degrees behind that. Okay, so I'm going to take you over to my bike real quick, and you look at where Harley, the dealer, has my handlebars. All right, there's your line coming up. They're actually leaning about 11 degrees forward. Okay, so I've always felt like I'm reaching a little bit as I ride. You know, my arms are stretched out. I feel like I'm reaching a little bit. So I think my bars are actually in the wrong place too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my bars back to at least line up with the fork. I'm not going to go to full 11 degrees back because I'm not a small guy. Alright, so the first thing you want to do before you get started in this is remember to always cover your tank. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the 4 bolts loose up here that hold the handlebars tight. I'm not going to go super loose at first. I'm just going to break them loose. There's 4 of them. They are not tight at all. You know, it's kind of disappointing. I feel like the dealer never prepped this bike when I bought it. You know, maybe they should ask you, hey, do you mind telling me your weight and we'll kind of adjust the rear shocks? Hey, you know, maybe we'll have you sit on the bike and see if the handlebars are in the right place. Or, hey, you know, we know your brakes are squeaking. You don't have 100 miles on your bike. Let me take a look at it. You don't just say, not a safety issue. We don't cover it. So I don't think I have the best dealer that I purchased this bike from, but I'm not going to get into that or mention their name. So it's loose. What I want to do now, I don't want to move the bars right to left really. I just want to kind of see if I could get them. Whoop, there they go. They moved. All right, so what I'm gonna do, kind of put them in line with the forks right there, and I'm gonna just re-snug a couple of these to hold them, because there is a pattern to retighten in these screws. I just don't want the bars to flop around. So let me just bring these there. Okay, I think they're gonna hold. All right, I gotta go over. Let me see, they look pretty much in line with the forks now. So I gotta go over, I gotta take a minute. I gotta go get my torque wrench and look at what the bolt pattern is on tightening these. I'll be right back. All right, so the book says rear clamps get tightened first, 12 to 18 foot-pounds, and then it's front clamps, 12 to 18. I have set my torque wrench to 16 because I don't want my handlebars to move, so I'm going on the little bit tighter side, and I'll see how that feels. So rear clamps first, okay? So we're just gonna bring that one up a little, and then we're gonna do this one. So rear clamps first. All right, there's that one. There's that one. All right, let's snug the fronts. Get it to where it's biting. We'll get this one to where it's biting. And then we'll... All right, there's that one. Go back, we'll hit this one. All right, all right. So what I'm gonna do is when I tilt it, before I tilted them, I did check the measurements to see where they were off of the bolt. You know, it's hard because of all the bends, but I try to find a point on the bar and take off a screw and see approximately, it looks like the center of the bend is about 3 inches there. Let's go over on this side and check. The center of the bend is about 3 inches, so it's pretty close. If I go and hold that level, let's see, let's go to about 12 inches on the bars. So 6 inch should be in the middle. There's the neutral light. Boom. Long as the level looks, or the measuring looks pretty even. We see I'm at exactly 11 or 12 inches between the bars. The tape looks level. 6 is right about on the neutral light, so we're good there. All right, so now when you look at this, where it is, and you look at my mirrors, look at how far down they're pointing. All right, I'm gonna go look here. So I'm, you know, pretty close to the angle of the fork, maybe slightly back just a little bit. But what I want to do now is I'm just gonna sit on the bike and see what it feels like. Let me move this back a little. Oh, my arms have a little bend. You know, that kind of feels a little more comfortable. So the next move I have to make is I gotta loosen my controls and tilt them forward, and I'll get my mirrors back level. All right, so we're gonna see what that does. And then look, I'm gonna have to readjust my phone mount. I could probably leave that where I want it. I'm gonna have to readjust my GoPro mount, but man, it feels comfortable. All right, so with a T27 Torx, I'm gonna loosen the control clamps, the top and the bottom, and that should allow everything to move. Should. All right, so let's see about loosening this side too. All right, let's see if that does it to allow the controls to move. I guess you want to set them to where you're comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna just look at them and see if they look about the same, feel about the same. Okay, this one's got to go a little bit more. Okay, just gonna make sure they're about the same, and how I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna snug them, and I'm gonna take a measurement from the floor to the tip of the levers. Let's see what that does for me. Okay, so the top of that level is at 43 3/4. Let's go over and see. The top of that level lever is at 43 1/4. So this one's got to come back just a touch. So now that one's at 43 1/2. Let's do this. Let's meet in the middle. Okay, 43 1/2. 43 1/2. Let me get on and see if it looks and feels the same. Boom, 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 boom. They feel that they're about in the same spot. All right, so I'm gonna tighten those up. Those actually get tightened in inch pounds, and it is anywhere between 35 and 45 inch pounds. So I'm going on the tighter side. I think I'm set at 42 inch pounds. So let's make sure that's pushed all together. And remember, a little bit on each side. All right, and then once you get the little bit on each side, you go till it clicks. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break here. You actually don't need to see me. I'm gonna just adjust the mirrors real quick, and I think I have to adjust these lights now a little. So I'll do that. I'll get to that point. I'm gonna readjust my phone mount and my GoPro mount. All right, so I am done adjusting the handlebars on the Iron1200 Sportster. Come around the front here. So now you get to see it, and it's actually got my new Memphis Shades Del Rio sport screen on there. I love that thing. That is the best shield you could put on this. Just so you guys know, adjusting your front turn signals, okay, there's a little Allen screw right in here. You loosen that, these will pivot any way you want to adjust them to get them straight and level and looking good. So the whole handlebar thing, I know they give you a recommendation in the book where to put them, it's all pretty much a personal preference. So if you can see, I pretty much have my bars in line with my forks. And since I've adjusted the handlebars and gone out for a couple of rides, I'm gonna have to say pulling them back and having the little bit of bend in my arm, I feel as though it's actually, for me, it has changed the performance of the bike. In cornering and everything, I find it a little easier around the corners. It seems to handle a little better. So I don't know if that's because of the bend in my arms or what, but I'm definitely finding it a little more comfortable with the bars, even with the forks. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. And this is Carl saying laugh a lot, be nice, and stay safe.